From a technical standpoint, socks have well-defined parts. These include the welt, the top, the leg, the heel, the foot, and the toe. Depending on economics or the performance desired, these components can be quite simple or quite complex. The simplest of socks is the tube sock, which typically has a very short welt and the leg, foot, and toe formed into a continuous tube with no pockets for the heel or toe. Some manufacturers refer to the foot in a tube sock as the boot. This is an over-the-calf tube sock with yarn-dyed stripes. An advantage of the tube sock is its low manufacturing costs compared to a sock with a formed heel and toe. Other advantages are a wider range of sizes for the same sock, and that the portion of the sock that covers the heel in actual use can be either side of the tube. Another type of sock is the slack sock, which has a formed pocket for the heel and a formed toe. The leg and foot are all made continuously. The key performance aspect is the tip and crew of the sock, which is not made to stay up, but slouches on the leg. Normally, a slack sock has a substantial welt top. The crew sock is designed for a better fit and has a separate leg and foot. In addition, the tip or crew has been designed to keep the sock up during wear. The length of the crew is normally mid-calf, but can be over the calf or very short, as in the anklet sock. Some people even prefer a sock that just covers the part of the foot that is inside the shoe, referred to as a no-show sock. In all cases, different sock designs offer the comfort of a knitted fabric and a form-shaping fit. This illustration shows the basic parts of a sock. The top of the sock starts with a welt, formed in such a way as to not ravel, to give a snug fit, and to not roll over during wear. The leg or crew has the structure formed into a rib pattern. This can be a true rib made on a double cylinder or a cylinder and dial machine, or can be formed on a cylinder-only machine by making use of stretch yarns strategically placed to form a faux rib. The stretch yarn is plated on the back of the sock with floats. This allows the leg to condense into a rib appearance. Next is the formed pocket heel, which gives the sock the traditional shape of a foot. From the heel to the toe, this portion of the sock is called the foot. The bottom of the sock foot is the sole. The last portion of the sock is the formed toe, which has to be closed after the sock is knitted. This closing can be done on the same machine or in a separate process. The sock shown has a top that is about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in length. It is actually 2 layers of jersey formed by tying the welt into the inside of the sock at about 1/2 inch. The top is followed by a leg segment which goes down to just above the heel. At this point, the boot starts. The boot gets its name from the fact that this part goes into the shoe. The heel is a formed Y pocket. Where the heel makes its turn, the loops form a Y-shaped area. This area of loops is also called the Y-gore. Extra yarn is knit into the sole of the sock in the form of terry loops. Turning the sock inside out clearly shows the terry cushioning. These terry loops start in the sock at the high splice and continue through the heel, the cushioned sole of the foot, and then under and above the toe area. The point at which the formed loops of the toe move from the bottom to the top of the sock is called the toe gore. Finally, the toe seam closes the sock tube. The seam is normally on top of and above the toes for comfort and to prevent wear during use. In today's demanding market, specialized function has been added to fashion. Examples of engineered function are ventilated panels, arch supports, reinforced wear areas, seamless toes, and a variety of special yarns and finishes. This sock shows several of those performance aspects. This anklet sock is constructed mostly of white yarn. Stretch yarns are used throughout where fit and stretch are required. The area that has gray yarn is the reinforced toe. These yarns have high abrasion characteristics for those areas that normally wear. In addition, the black yarns are knit into the sock, where active use puts more stress on the foot and the sock. Throughout the sole of this sock, terry loops have been added to increase cushioning and aid breathability. The top of the sock is a mock rib construction. Below the top is a short leg that is single jersey. Just above the heel on the back of the sock is a reinforced Achilles area. Typically, socks wear at the toe, heel, and Achilles area where the back of the shoe rubs the sock. Below this area is the formed heel pocket. The terry cushioning starts on the back of the sock at the bottom of the ribbed top. On the front of the sock at the Y-gore is a mesh panel. The mesh panel makes use of tuck stitches that allow the foot to breathe more easily due to the small open holes in the sock. The sole is jersey. Below the mesh is a knit-in arch support. This area has more compression due to the use of elastic yarns. It has a mock rib appearance. Below the arch support is another mesh panel. The toe area starts at the end of the bottom mesh panel. The fabric is a single jersey with terry loops around the full inside of the tube. The gray yarn starts just before the sewed seam and continues through the formed toe. The outside of the toe area has the black reinforcement yarn.